Kenneth Setton was an American historian and an expert on the history of medieval Europe, particularly the Crusades. Early life, education and awards. Setton's childhood and adolescence were not easy. He supported himself from the age of 13. Setton received his bachelor's degree in 1936 as a Phi Beta Kappa graduate of Boston University. He received his master's degree in 1938 and Ph.D. in 1941 at Columbia University. His dissertation, Christian Attitude Toward the Emperor in the 4th Century, was written under the direction of Lynn Thorndike. He also received honorary degrees from Boston University and the University of Kiel. He claimed that knowledge of languages is the basis of knowledge of historical science, and he spoke Italian, French, German and Catalan, besides his favorites, Latin and Classical Greek. Kenneth Setton spent nearly 2 decades finishing his classic work, the 4-volume The Papacy and the Levant, 1204–1571. For the first 2 published volumes he received the Haskins Medal of the Medieval Academy of America in 1980. Setton received the John Frederick Lewis Prize of the Philosophical Society 3 times. First in 1957 for his work The Byzantine Background to the Italian Renaissance, then in 1984 for his work The Papacy and the Levant, Volume 3 and 4, and in 1990 for his work Venice, Austria and the Turks in the 17th Century. Career. Setton began his teaching career at Boston University and the University of Manitoba. Then he taught at the University of Pennsylvania between 1950 and 1965, succeeding another medievalist, John L. Lamonti. In the period between 1965 and 1968, he taught at the University of Wisconsin, where he was appointed director of the Institute for Research in the Humanities. After 1968 he worked at the Institute for Advanced Study in Princeton, New Jersey. He had many concurrent appointments, such as director of the library at the University of Pennsylvania, acting director of the Gennadius Library in Greece and Guggenheim Fellow. Selected works: Christian Attitudes Towards the Emperor in the 4th Century, Columbia University Press, 1941, Ph.D. dissertation. The Bulgars in the Balkans in the Occupation of Corinth in the 7th Century, Medieval Academy of America, 1950. The Papacy and the Levant, 1204–1571, 4 volumes, American Philosophical Society, 1976–1984, ISBN 978-0-87169-114-9. Harry W. Hazard, Robert Lee Wolfe, Marshall W. Baldwin, Norman P. Zachor, History of the Crusades, 5 volumes, University of Wisconsin Press, ISBN 978-0-299-04834-1, as Editor-in-Chief with Harry W. Hazard, Robert Lee Wolfe, Marshall W. Baldwin and Norman P. Zachor as co-authors. Venice, Austria and the Turks in the 17th Century, American Philosophical Society, 1991, ISBN 978-0-87169-192-7. Western Hostility to Islam, American Philosophical Society, 1992, ISBN 978-0-87169-201-6. Catalan domination of Athens, 1311–1388. Europe and the Levant in the Middle Ages and Renaissance. Athens in the Middle Ages.